Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of December 13th. Very exciting week, to say the least, and we can go ahead and get started as normal with the Mythic Plus affixes. This week, week 1 of Season 1, we have Fortified, Raging, Quaking, and Thundering. Again, that should be Fortified, Raging, Quaking, and Thundering. Let's go ahead and talk about all the stuff going on in the game this week. Start off with maybe a little of the smaller stuff. The World Quest event is this week. Now, this is actually something that's going to be useful in Shadowlands in a lot of ways. The World Quest event was not as useful because World Quest in Shadowlands stunk. World Quests in Dragonflight are much better. I still prefer the old style of having daily World Quests to do, but this is much better than Shadowlands. They are fairly easy, fairly quick, and, I like that a lot. So I will be doing the World Quest bonus event. We also have the Feast of Wintervale starting up. So this beginning of the Christmas time in World of Warcraft on Friday. This is a big deal for me personally because I've played this game literally since vanilla, but I never actually finished a Christmas holiday achievement before. I've started it, I've worked on it, and then they've changed it and added stuff over the years, many times over the years. And I've never actually finished one. So I'm going to go through and finish all of the Christmas event this year, and then I'll finally get my achievement done for all the holidays and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. I will be that's going to move to, no matter, I have to do Mythic Plus this week and everything else, but I'm going to move this to priority 1 as soon as Friday hits. And then the most exciting thing for me, obviously the PvP season starting as well. But the most exciting thing for me personally is the Vault of the Incarnates raid will be opening up on all difficulties, at least not Raid Finder, but normal, heroic, and mythic. And of course, I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm not sure where we'll be starting. Obviously, if the first boss on mythic is super easy, maybe we'll sneak in there and do that. But probably doing mostly heroic. But if heroic's too hard, maybe normal, who knows? We're coming in with very low item level compared to the raid, which of course means that the raid will be nerfed with our item level, essentially. And once you have max item level, the raid will probably be pretty easy. Like once you have mythic item level gear. That would be my assumption. But I'm still really excited for the raid. Really excited to try everything out. The experimentation with the talents and stuff like that. And yeah. I'm just pumped to get in there and try it out, right? As far as my Rep Paladin guide, that will be either coming out this week or next week. It'll depend if I feel things are way off, like maybe Rep Paladin single target damage is way too low. I'm not going to do a guide about something that might very well be buffed next week. If things kind of seem fine for Ret, middle of the pack, then I might go ahead and send it later this week. But it'll just depend on how I feel, and I'm going to use the data, presented through Warcraft logs and see, where everything's at. If I feel like there's going to be major tuning changes, I'll probably hold off. And if I don't, I'll probably start working on it this week. And that's where I'm at with that. Another cool thing I wanted to point out is, and maybe I'll do a whole thing about this when it comes out or when we know more on the PTR, but they're adding a thing inside the major cities, Stormwind, Orgrimmar, I assume, a trading post. So it's going to allow you to do activities. I assume some old things, some new things, whatever, allow you to do activities. And doing these activities will earn you an account-wide currency, and that account-wide currency will allow you to purchase old transmogs, old pets, old toys, things like that. Even some things that were discontinued, I believe it said. So this is a cool thing. I mean, I wish they just kind of integrated this with the Darkmoon Fair, personally, but this is kind of cool. I do imagine it'll probably look somewhat like a battle pass in some way, maybe. Maybe not. I could be wrong on that. That's just was my initial reaction when I read it. But not a true battle pass, because I don't think there's going to be a paid option for it. I think players would be pretty mad about that. But a free only battle pass, maybe kind of system. But very well may not be as well. Don't take my word on that. I haven't seen it yet. I don't think anybody's seen it yet. As far as I know, it's not even on the PTR yet. So it very well just could be a normal currency vendor. And you just have the currency and you buy it with currency. Very well could be that as well. So don't quote me on that or anything. I just think it's possible, just by the way things were kind of worded, that's a thing. But by no means, since there's not going to be a paid portion to it, By no means is that like actually going to happen. But in some way you're going to have currency and you're going to be able to buy stuff. That should be the headline there. Other than that, like I said, it's the beginning of the PvP season, Mythic Plus season. Everyone will be doing everything they can. You'll be able to get your second Spark of Ingenuity from Valdrakken or whatever, from the main city. And you'll be able to, if you have your first Spark still, you'll be able to craft a two-handed weapon. If not, you'll be able to craft your second thing with your second Spark. And yeah, everyone should be going into the raid, having a lot of fun, doing a lot of stuff. I'm definitely looking forward to it myself, and hopefully the race to world first is really good. I don't think it's going to be as long as the poker, so don't expect it to last a long time. This very well could be a fast race. I think it's just going to matter how fast gear can be acquired. So you might see as many heroic splits as possible, and then heading into Mythic and just probably doing the first part of Mythic really quickly with the gear that they acquire with the splits. And then just doing the amount of pulls needed for the last bosses while being a bit under geared for them would be my guess there. So very fun week should be on the table here. I know I'm going to have fun. Goes along with a very good first couple weeks of Dragonflight. As long as the raid isn't terrible, as long as the Mythic Plus season is kind of fun, this is like a huge W and a great outlook ahead for World of Warcraft. So that's it for this one, guys. As always, I do ask you, one more thing. I am still a bit under the a bit under the weather. That's why I didn't do much content again last week. It's really hard for me not to have like a coughing fit. I just drank a bunch of stuff, took some medicine before doing this to try not to cough in the middle of it. And it's very rough for me right now still. So as I get healthier and healthier, hopefully that becomes less of an issue. So yeah, now that's it for this one. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. Other than that, everybody, have a good one.